Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 32 of my Ruthless SSF run on the Settlers League. So, I love the Lightning Tendrils character, but we really need some currency and some gear for him. Ideally, I'd like to level up his Lightning Tendrils for him, just because he's a slow mapper. But it's probably not going to be easy for me to do, because getting 145 intelligence is kind of rough. So I'm going to re-roll another character, just to help me farm some currency and hopefully get some gear. And like I said, I kind of feel dirty playing the Gladiator, but this character is crazy fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. So finally, after a very, very long wait, I was able to re-roll into a Claw character. We are playing the transfigured version of Frostblades as a Slayer, and the transfigured version basically just gives us insane melee range, which is fantastic. It does give you a little cold dot under the enemies when you hit them, but to be honest, it basically does nothing. I thought about trying to scale it. I looked at it for a while, but pretty much impossible, at least given my gear and situation. I'm sure there's someone out there that could do it, but it's at the moment it's definitely not me. Leveling this character through the campaign was very interesting. Acts 1 through 5 were awful. Absolutely terrible. I was using Frostblades from level 1. It was very awkward, very clunky. Things got a lot better once I got my second lab done, but before that, it was pretty rough. And the only reason it was so bad is I did not have any claws to use while leveling. Because, like, I mean, who's saving rare claws as they're leveling up? You know what I mean? It's like not something I ever expect to have to do. So I basically had no gear for this guy. But once I got to like I said, like Act 6 or whatever, his character started to speed up very quickly. We had a pretty decent time, which you'll see here in a second. I do just want to say that this character, I don't know, I think it's going to be like very similar to Glacial Hammer, but a very different version of it. So essentially, it's like compared to Glacial Hammer, we have much further range, like crazy range. And you could quality it to get more, but honestly, it does not feel necessary at all. I think this character might ultimately be a little bit tankier than my other Slayer, but it might not be just because like my other character gets to take more defensive nodes. But I don't know. We'll see. The damage I think is going to be a little bit higher, but once again, I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. Anyway, we got through the campaign in 5 hours, 22 minutes, and we died 7 times. I can't use the qual I crafted until I hit level 68, but immediately we were able to jump right into tier 2s. I had no problems other than I didn't have my res cap for a little bit. It was just kind of hard because, like, when you're using a unique pair of gloves, it's a little difficult. Anyway, though, because I'm planning on doing a very long league, again, that could change at any time, but right now my plans are to go at least 2.5, 3 months. I am spec'd into Harbinger now because Harbinger gives me a chance of getting fracturing orbs, and I could do a lot with that, especially this league where we have so much currency. I finally hit level 68, so I finally get to put this claw on. I had to recolor it. It only took 1 chrome, which is fantastic, and it was kind of a damage jump, just a little bit. We jumped straight up to tier 8s after putting my claw on. The single target damage is pretty nice. I mean, obviously I'm not like insta-killing anything like that for unique enemies, but for the mapping, it's fantastic. It actually feels better mapping than I thought it would, because the range is so far, you're triggering your Herald of Ice most of the time before the enemy can even attack, which feels absolutely amazing. My first temple got a double corrupt, which is starting to feel like a pattern. And finally, after 6 divines, I finally got 20%. Please don't poof. How did I miss twice? Okay, we have a sock. I mean, it's not good, but hey, it's a sock. It's not dead. That's fine. No big deal. Went for a little swap because why not? And we got a Stormfire. Uh, I don't know what the hell I'd use that for, but sure. We also spec'd into Abyss, and my Abyss dropped an Enlighten, which is pretty hilarious. The reason we're going for Abyss is I need a Stygian vise desperately, like very desperately. There's so many of my characters that could make good use of it. Also, I was thinking I could also go for the belt, which would be fantastic for 2 different characters I want to roll. But I was also thinking if I could get the belt, right? The Darkness Enthroned or whatever. If I could get 2 cast speed jewels, I could really test and see if I can make the lightning tendrils hit that next benchmark. But I don't know. I don't really know how lightning tendrils works with cast speed. I'm not sure if I've already hit the cutoff or not. We did hit level 19 on the Frostblades by using the XP from the altar, which is fantastic. After we got Uber Lab done, I went to a tier 14. My damage feels great, and honestly, if you can kill Courthouse Boss without dying, That's like such a huge check mark for a character. I even my lightning tendrils right now, he can do enough damage to kill them, but the problem is they just hit so fast it's really hard to get away. I got a memory map, we jumped up to tier 16s. This character has no issues at all, other than the occasional death. At some point, I'm going to have to drop some damage and go for stun immunity, because to be honest with you, the main thing that kills me is getting stunned, and then just obviously getting chain stunned. Anyway, though, tier 16s are going great, having no issues at all. Got some Elder Guardians, which feels fantastic. It kind of feels a little sad how fast this character is compared to Lightning Tendrils, but I don't care. I want to keep playing Lightning Tendrils. I want to push it as far as I can. I got a Shaper Shield, which, funny enough, that helmet is insane, by the way. I actually got the +1 totems again, so I figured let's go for a Recombiner. If I can get +1 totems, it'll be fantastic. Oh, it's your 1 life. Oh, we got the totem. Alright, we got the totem. Alright, we once again have a +1 shield, and I no longer need 160 dex to use it. So, huge upgrade. And then I deleted the helmet because why not? Not, dude, 6 maximum life. My god. I decided to go to a town and try to link because maybe that would give me better luck. Unfortunately not. It did 5 link like twice, but who cares about 5 links? The main thing that's been deleting my XP, I don't know what was going on. I think something was just going on that day with the servers, but I just kept disconnecting. And yeah, it was very sad. I died, I think, 4 or 5 times, which if you haven't played Ruthless, the XP penalty is pretty rough on Ruthless. And of course, you know, you lose 10% of your XP when you die, which is pretty brutal. I saved up a 3rd lens temple. It's going to be a while before I need them, but it's always nice to save them up. You never know when you're going to need them. That's funny. I got the mace. I mean, I don't need another mace, but sure, why not? It only took me like 2 or 3, I think, abyss before I got Stygian vise, which is absolutely fantastic. It was even level 83. I mean, it's not 86, obviously, but hey, I'll take it. I knew as soon as I dropped it, I was like, all right, time to delete some money. And delete money I did. Luckily, I had a bunch of scours, but man, I had to go through quite a few of them. I'm not really looking for anything particular right now. I'm not trying to min-max my belt right now. I mainly just want high life and at least 2 resist, because this character struggles with resist. I didn't hit it, but I mean, tier 1 life and a res. It's good enough for now. I also am going to work on trying to craft a jewel at some point, which would be fantastic. I was thinking about getting a phasing jewel, but I don't know. Because like if I go for a phasing jewel, I could drop precision, which is only like level 6 or whatever. And then I can maybe use a tincture, but hey, we got an eye. Nice. Time to delete some more money. So this took quite a bit. I decided to use alterations for this, just because I really want to save some scours in case I get a second Stygian vise. I really need to craft a nice Stygian, but I mean, as you can see, I'm not wearing mine right now. But if this eye hits something at least remotely decent, it would be nice. It was kind of weird because I'm not used to looking for claw nodes. Those are usually always dead rolls on my jewel. So like every time I'd see them, I'd be like, oh wait, I need to like, I need to look out for claws. I never get to use claws. This is fantastic. Speaking of that, I absolutely love that you can steal the charges from enemies. It's so satisfying. Anyway, I did make a somewhat decent jewel. I mean, it's not amazing, but hey, I'll take it. If that would have been added flat, light, or cold instead of lightning, that would have been insane. I got a wand with double tier 1 damage over time. It was generic damage over time and chaos damage over time. I haven't played a chaos dot character in a billion years. Maybe I'll roll one. Who knows? I'm still trying to get some decent jewelry here. I really have like only 3 or 4 pieces of jewelry and armor in general that are like, damn, that's really nice. So I gotta keep working on those, gotta keep crafting them. I might alter my filter a little bit and just start crafting more jewelry. It's really nice that this character can just farm like tier 14 plus with no issue. Granted, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do die sometimes. I did hit level 80, it took me 10 hours to get there, but I have a whole bunch of excuses why it took so long. I had the server disconnects, you know, I kept doing stupid stuff, and that's pretty much all of it actually. Anyway, though, killed another Hydra, and she dropped nothing, but hey, it is what it is. We're still looking for a Shaper-influenced axe. It doesn't have to be perfect, but there are 2 mods that I need, and if I get that, I will be very, very happy. Wow, that was almost good. That was almost good. So at this point, I did end up dropping 3 damage nodes. I dropped the crit multi-cluster on the far right near the assassin or whatever. Not assassin, the shadow. And I did take stun immunity, and let me tell you, I wish I did this sooner. If you're going to play a character like this, if you're going to be a slayer, take stun immunity. It is absolutely insane the massive difference it makes. As soon as I took it, I basically just stopped dying. Nothing kills me, and I think my next my next 6 points, I want to put them all to spell suppression. I think spell suppression would feel amazing on this character, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sometimes it's hard to resist just going for more damage. So this character with Ritual before was kind of rough, but now that I'm immune to stuns, it's way better. I got a free blood-filled vessel. I love when that happens. I love that node so much. And we got ourselves a nice little Elder Guardian. I think at this point, I'm just going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep going until like 83 or 84, then maybe do a bunch of Guardians. Try to get some Shaper and Elder fights. I don't think this character could do Uber Elder, but I don't know. I might try it anyway. Hey, if you made it as far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. So the Lightning Tendrils character, I want to play this build so bad. It's really strong. I really do like it, but it's just such a slow mapper. If I keep mapping on this guy, I'll never make any currency, and it'll be very difficult to play multiple additional characters this league. So I'm really happy I re-rolled into the Frostblades character. He maps crazy fast. I mean, I'm what, like 2 or 3 levels lower than him already, and like this guy has how much time on him? Oh, wait, what? I've only played this guy 11 hours? Alright, never mind. I thought I could play this guy for like 16 hours or something. Never mind, it's not that bad. So I have like an additional like 3 or 4 hours on the other guy, and he's already doing tier 16. Granted, I have killed a Hydra on this guy, but it did take a while. I honestly think just getting, like I was saying, just getting a few better armor ES pieces, having an armor ES piece here and one here is going to make a huge difference. I could take that mastery like I talked about that before, and I desperately need exalts. I think if I hit flat lightning, even if it's like a low like tier 5, tier 6 lightning, actually, you know what? I can hit anything. Any flat damage to spells would be amazing, because don't forget, we are an Inquisitor, so we actually don't give a crap about the enemy's resist. So, yeah, any flat damage, please. I think spell damage is better. Ideally, crit multi would probably be like the best thing I could get, but who knows? My next 2 exalts are automatically going to this, no matter what. Outside of that, I do have some I have some guardians saved up. I got some random unique maps. I might run this Obas just because it's good loot. And we got Cortex just chilling. Anyway, though, my voice is dying. I do want to say thank you again for watching. And I will be streaming Friday at 2 p.m. And other than that, I'll see you later.